Go for it.
Hello, this is Tate with Black Bear Outdoors, blackbearoutdoors.com. Today we're going to talk a little bit about first aid kits per se. Everybody knows what one of these is. This is a first aid kit. We won't be talking about this type of first aid kit. Can you kill the radio? What we're going to be talking about today, we call these kind of boo-boo kits. They got band-aids and some gauze in them, a little here and there stuff. But what we're going to be talking about today is trauma kits. What are the three major problems in a war-type situation? Preventable death is what we're going to try to talk about. Not, if you get blown in half kind of thing, there's things you're going to die from. What we're talking about is preventable death. And there's basically three trauma-related injuries that we can prevent simply by having the proper equipment with us. The first one was what we call massive blood loss due to extremity blood loss. So basically arms, legs, head. All of the extremities from the outside of your body that have been shot in a massive blood loss. Now, most of you have heard a few different things. You'll see, we have two different products now. We will not be carrying this type, which is what we call a Israeli bandage. And a lot of you guys have heard these. You'll see a lot of videos online. It is a great product, but we have a better product that has just come to our store. We're very, very, very excited about. Now, a couple things that I didn't like about the Israeli bandage I'll talk about. The biggest thing is the packaging. It comes double wrapped. So you have one wrap you've got to pull out, and then a second wrap you've got to pull out. So a lot of people end up throwing away this first wrap and just carrying it in their packs as a single wrap, which is totally fine. Now, the other problem people were having was the actual pressure bar. And if you know anything about these Israeli bandages, this neat pressure bar we have here allows you to have this U-shaped pressure bar. And we'll show these on another video kind of comparing the two. But they basically lock in and tighten down. It's neat. It's hard to use if you don't know what you're doing. So what we've started going with is a new, I don't want to say if it's a new product, it's a great product from a company called North American Rescue. They've come out with their new trauma bandage kits. I really, really, really like these bandages a lot more than I do the older Israeli bandages. Two reasons. One, when you open up the thing, it doesn't come all apart on you. It has a Velcro strip on the side, so it allows you to open it up. Then it has, of course, same as like the Israeli bandage, it says, please put this side down, because this side up, because the other side has got your sterile gauze on the other side. Now here's the other great thing. Let's say you drop the bandage. It doesn't come loose, because it has Velcro every so often. Now the Israeli bandage has a little strip in it, a little thread that's been put through, and you got to break that thread every so often. It's kind of a pain, and not the end of the world. Like I said, it's not a bad product, it's just not as good as this one. The other thing is this is a really stretchy product. This is more like an ace bandage. If you had to wrap up somebody's ankle, I'd much rather do this than I would one of the Israeli bandages. Heck, I could even cut off the actual bandage part and use it as an ace bandage, because it's really similar to that type of texture. The other thing is you're going all the way through. Now the better thing about this than like, let's say, an ace bandage are those stupid little clips you get at the end. This comes with the same system like an Israeli bandage. They're able just to go and clip her in instead of having the little clips, the little metal clips you get with an ace bandage. So it locks it off. This also, in another video, we'll be able to show you kind of how you can turn these into a basic tourniquet too, which are really neat. Now these are one-time use, but I'll tell you, this product comes single wrapped. We're not getting two wrappings here. It is allowing you to practice at home with your family. This one tears up really, really, really easy. The Israeli bandage is the quality is just not there compared to the new product they have here. The ETD bandage, emergency trauma dressing, is what they're calling them. These products you can practice with your home, and that's really important. I don't know about you, but I don't have $5 million to sit there and every single time I want to practice, sit there and have to break out a new item. I want to sit there and have one item that I can break out, go ahead and wrap up, show the whole family, get the whole family involved, because if you don't know how to use it, it will not save any lives. Now the cool thing that we have here at Black Bear Outdoors is we're carrying all three of their products. The 4-inch, the 6-inch, and their stump and abdominal dressing. Now basically, if you'll look these up online, it basically allows you to cover up the whole body. These are really, really cheap. Even the 6-inch version is cheaper than an Ace bandage I bought at CVS the other day. We're talking about a product that costs $6.40. You cannot beat that. You know, you can make trauma dressings at Ace bandages and feminine hygiene pads. They work just fine. This product is going to be much quicker and much, much better. So great product, and it's vacuum wrapped so it stays sterile. Really cool. Like I said, we carry all three here at the store. The other thing we want to talk about is another product from the same company. We've been looking and researching, and they say that the #1 saving item in the military right now is the tourniquet. Now, people say, how long can I put a tourniquet on? 10, 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden I got to chop off that arm. With the new version of the wider tourniquets here, one that can be deployed one-handed, I'm going to show you that here in a second, but also that it's wider and doesn't crush the blood vessels and will allow you to have up to 6 hours before that limb it's going to be dying off and really causing you any problems. So the way you're going to do this is, let's say that, you know, I've got a massive blood trauma to my arm, I've been shot in the arm, maybe I've even lost the arm, it's completely blown off. I can deploy this as a single person item, which I really like. I can sit there, pull it up, take it, tape it off, get it all the way around. We're going to use this little bar here, and I'm going to have Adam pull in on this one. He's going to go ahead and bring the thing up. So I've already deployed it all the way around my arm. Now I've gone 2 inches above. So let's say my wound is right here. So my wound is right here. I've been shot, or I've lost this arm completely. It's bleeding profusely, and I don't want to put it. I want to put the tourniquet 2 inches above the wound. Now, if that's at a joint, I want to go above the joint. So what I do is go with this. Then I'm going to take my bar, and I'm just going to go ahead and turn. Now I'm going to keep turning until the blood stops pumping red blood. That's where it was basically sitting there, or that your actual pulse is stopped. Now that's not going to be one turn. These are very painful, and I don't recommend doing this at home, really practicing that hard, but it is another product that you can practice at home. Once you've got it all the way tightened off, you wrap it, you pull out your tab, you wrap it over, and you write your time on there. Like I said, you need to be able to tell the doctor that if you're getting the person to a doctor, whether that's possible or not. Do I think there's going to be no doctors in a crash type situation? No, I think there's going to be doctors. So we need to be able to do that. Another really cool product that we've got in for the massive blood loss type idea is S-gauze. Now S-gauze is as simple as it sounds. It is a product that allows you to pull it out without it unrolling. So if I grab onto it or I lose it, I'm not going to lose the whole gauze. It's going to sit there and I can only pull out what I need. I take my trauma shears and I cut it off and I stuff in what I need into the wound as best I can, and that way I can really be able to have an effective idea but still be able to keep my gauze sterile. Now that massive blood loss to extremities due to extremities is going to be about 60% of the savable victims. Okay? Our next is what we're going to call compression pneumothorax, and I'm sure all you guys are going to say I said that wrong. Basically what it boils down to is if I get a chest wound of some sort and I have air build up in the chest and I either collapse my lung or even start interfering with my heart, I need to be able to get the pressure out of my chest. So I've taped it off, I've sit there and I put my flap out front to make sure that I'm not getting any kind of, I'm allowing air to come out of the chest, but not allowing air to, I have a sucking chest wound. What this allows me to do is, this is a new product from them. This is a 14 gauge needle, really super simple to use. You pop it open, you basically split the nipple and only do it on either side, that way you're not hitting any major organs. You're going to slide it in at the second rib down from the top here. There's basically 3 ribs in this area here. You're going to go the second rib down. You're going to shove it in between that rib or just above it. Slide it in until you hear the air rush out. When you hear the air just start to rush out, you'll actually pull the metal part of the needle out. and leave the plastic housing inside. Awesome, awesome product, you know, and fairly reasonable. We're talking under $20 for these guys. You know, we're talking on the gauze. Gauze is super cheap. I mean, we're talking about, you know, $3 for S-gauze. You can't beat that. Killer, killer product. Okay, so definitely something like this. We also sell trauma shears here at the shop. You really need to get a pair of these. We sell these for right around the $10 mark for the high-end quality ones, the military-style ones. This is just a set I threw in mine, a real cheap set, but they do make a really heavy-duty set, same company. It's really going to put out a great product. The last thing, you're going to get about 3 to 5% of people that are going to die from basically what we call airway obstruction. And that's when we come into this product right here. These are the products that the military is using right now. If they're using it, we want to be using it too, and we want to be training with it. This is an EMT nasal airway device that allows you to, you're going to lube it up with the lube that comes with it. You're going to lube this guy up and shove it down your nose to open up your airway behind. Really a great product. Kind of moving away from less of the military style and more into the style of your basic, you know, biker, backpacker type trauma kits. We sell a couple different products that I really, really love. This product right here is called Quick Clot. It's a product that is a pad that basically has a hemostat in it that is actually allowing it to stop the bleeding. So you put it on there, you put your pressure bandage on or wrap around an ACE bandage. It allows you to stop that bleeding very, very quickly. Get it stopped, get you to a hospital. Now, this particular company, Adventure Medical Kits, has put together their trauma pack. This guy right here, we sell it here in the store for $18. You've got your duct tape. You've got your regular blue gloves, your nitrite type gloves. You've got a roll of gauze. You've got a couple of gauze pads. There's 4 gauze pads, a 4-inch and a 4-inch and a 5-inch basically. So something to think about there. A triangle bandage, some antiseptic wipes, and a 25-gram package of the Quick Clot. These products we know save lives. This, if you're a prepper, if you're that kind of a military guy, if you're out hunting accidents happen all the time. These are things you want. So just kind of keep that in mind. We do sell these here at the store, and we are able to get this kind of stuff all the time. So come on in, talk to one of our experts here at the shop. We'd be happy to help you pick out the kit that's best for your family and is getting you ready for that, you know, that zombie apocalypse, or maybe just, you know, a hurricane or something like that. You know, maybe you're out backpacking and you run into it. You know, I had a friend, he was a snowmobiler, and he actually hit a tree and impaled himself on a branch. All these items happen. Hunting accidents. It doesn't have to be the end of the world to use these products, but they really do help save lives. So this is Tate as always. Have a great day. And from Black Bear Outdoors, also have a great day.